To get started, the employee will access Concur from the My Metro homepage on the MetroNet. If off-site, Concur can be accessed via concursolutions.com using your CityNet email address and the password you established on your Concur profile. Two-factor authentication will need to be set up, which can be done with Okta. You will see expense reports pending your approval under Required Approvals or by scrolling down and seeing Approvals, and you can click See All. Click into the report. From here, you will have the option to view the details of an expense report header by clicking on the Details menu. Here you will review the report header as well as any comments made on the report. The report header provides information entered by the traveler. Here you will find the request number, which references the approved travel request, and the cost center and fund that charges will be expensed to. If an approver has any questions regarding the request, they should contact the traveler or procurement support services. The comment section allows an approver to enter or review report comments. To review expense details, select an expense and confirm the accuracy of the receipt, fund, cost center, and other work tags. Illustrated here is a taxi expense. If the funding source is correct, the approver will click on the Receipt Image tab to view the receipt supporting the expense. A real taxi expense will be itemized and show the company name, dates, and times, and the cost of the taxi ride. The taxi should be relevant to the business conducted on the trip. On the Expense tab, the approver can add a comment for the traveler's review. If a better receipt or explanation is required, the entire report would then need to be returned to the traveler. Each traveler should have a business purpose. In this example, we have airport to home. Another expense you will commonly see is the agency booking fees. This expense does not require a receipt and is automatically charged to the traveler's card when they book airfare through Concur. Airline fees are another common expense type. When selecting airline fees, an airline fee type code will also have to be selected. In this case, it was baggage, but other options can be found in the drop-down. For airfare, we will again confirm the accuracy of the workday fund and cost center, as well as the receipt image that has been attached. If a traveler enters a miscellaneous expense, which the traveler paid out of pocket, the business purpose should indicate the reason for the expense and should be relevant to the business trip. An itemized receipt is required for the purchase to be reimbursed once approved for training purposes only. Personal mileage is another expense type you will see. The amount shown can be one-way or round trip based on how the traveler entered the information in Concur. Travelers are required to use the mileage calculator in Concur, which determines the amount of reimbursement per the IRS requirement at the time of travel. Per diem will have an expense type of daily allowance and will indicate which meals were provided to the traveler by the conference. You can review these by clicking Show Fixed Allowances. You can see here lunch was provided on this day. After reviewing, you can click Done. The daily allowance expense type will not require a receipt to be attached. However, the traveler should attach their conference agenda or schedule to the first day of their per diem. Notice the payment type is cash because this will be reimbursed to the employee when the expense report is submitted and approved by procurement services. After reviewing all expenses, the approver can return the entire report if more information or correction is needed. Any miscellaneous expenses for which there is not a good business purpose or justification should be returned to the traveler for clarification. After all the expenses have been reviewed, including all the receipts, the approver will click Approve at the top of the screen. We do not use the Approve and Forward option. Should you want to return the report due to clarification needed on any expenses, approvers can click Send Back to the employee instead of approving. This box will appear to communicate to the traveler what information the approver needs to approve the expense report. When the approver clicks Approve, the following electronic agreement appears in which the approver must accept and submit the expense report. This will conclude this portion of Concur training. If you have any questions, please reach out to Procurement Support Services via email at travel@louisvilleky.gov or give us a call at 574-3636. Thank you and have a great day.